to another edition of Nurse Judie's Story Time. I am so glad, as always, that you've joined me for another really good story. So get your blanket, get your favorite stuffed animal, cuddle up, make yourself nice and comfortable, and let's listen to Guess How Much I Love You. I think this is going to be a really good story. And I think one of the really neat things about this story is usually our stories about mothers and their children, and this story is actually about a father and a son. So let's see what this is all about. It's called Guess How Much I Love You, and it's by Sam McBratney and Anita Jerem. I apologize if I am mispronouncing your names. Guess How Much I Love You. Little Brown Nut Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. And you can see, here he is sitting on his daddy's back, and he's holding on to his ears, right? He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. And here's Little Nut Brown Hare, and he's grabbing Daddy's ears so he can hear him really good to ask him guess how much I love you. And Little Nut Brown Hare, he stretches out his arms as wide as he could go, and he said, this much. You see his arms are all stretched out, wide as they can go. He's showing that to his daddy. And Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms, and he said, but I love you this much. That's a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. And you can see Daddy with his arms stretched really, really wide. And there's Little Nut Brown Hare thinking, wow, that's a lot. And Little Nut Brown Hare says, I love you as high as I can reach. And he stretches really, really tall. There's Daddy watching him stretch so tall all the way to the sky. And that's how much he loves him, as high as he can reach. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. And he stood up on his hind legs and stretched as far as he could all the way up to the sky. Wow, look at how far he's stretching. Oh my goodness. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. And there he's watching his daddy stretch so high to the sky. Wow, that's a lot. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. He says, I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. Wow, look at that, him upside down with his feet on the tree, saying, I love you all the way up to my toes. Wow, and Daddy's watching. That's a lot. And I love you all the way up to your toes, Big Nut Brown Hare said, swinging him up over his head. So his toes are way up here now, and he loves him all the way to the end of his toes. Oh my goodness. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare. And he hopped around all over the place, didn't he? And he was bouncing up and down. Oh my goodness. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare. and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. Oh, wow, look how high he jumped to show him how much he loved him. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. And see, Little Nut Brown Hare is watching how high his dad can hop. Wow. Wow. I love you all the way down the lane, as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. See how far they love each other, down the river and across the hills. Wow. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big, dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. He was getting really sleepy. Then he's looking. He sees up in the sky with his daddy. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far. And look, he's holding his son as his arms, and he's looking up at the moon. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and he kissed him good night. And you see, here's Daddy, and he's putting his son to sleep in his bed, and he kisses him good night. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. And that's our story for today, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed this story. That was so sweet how much they were telling each other. I love you this much, and I love you this tall, and as high as I can jump, and across the river. And when we love somebody, we really want to express how much we love them. And sometimes it's really, really difficult because our heart is so full of love for our mommy and our daddy. Or mom and dad, you have the greatest love for your children, and love seems like such a little word with so much attached to it. So I think this is an awesome book that just kind of demonstrates how much we love our children and how much our children love us. So if it's bedtime, I hope you have sweet dreams. And if it's just a story time, I hope you really enjoyed it and you have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you next time. Bye-bye.